Hi, everyone, and thank you for watching Life in Bloom with Michelle Matthey. And I'm your host, Michelle Matthey. Today, I have Sally on Zoom. She's going to give us a tour of her house again for spring updating and spring decorating tips and ideas. And if you remember, she did Christmas tree decorating and Christmas decorating, and then another one. Sally, which one was the other one? Oh, yeah, right, how to freshen up after Christmas, getting rid of the Christmas blues. And then now we're doing spring decorating. Welcome and thank you so much for being on Zoom with us today.
Thank you for having me again.
Okay, so we're gonna get to the tour of your house, and I'm so excited. Her house always is beautiful and warm and inviting, and it makes me kind of feel like about my house, but that's okay because I'm gonna hire Sally to come over and decorate my house so it can be just as amazing as hers. And at the end of this, she'll also give us how to reach her, and I think like a 10% discount for all the viewers who make their appointment in May, maybe?
Yep, that's awesome.
Awesome. Okay, take it away.
Well, we're going to talk about 3 key things for freshening up for spring. You know, now we've all recovered from the holidays and packed all of that away. But a lot of times this time of year, things feel a little dreary while the outside is in bloom with bright colors, and then your home kind of feels tired still. So it's time to wake up. The first thing you really want to focus on doing, though, is purging. And, you know, there's a reason why they say spring cleaning. So it's time to refresh and take out the old and, you know, decor that you don't really like anymore, that's not working for you anymore. It's time to let it go. Let it have life somewhere else. It served you well. And just, you know, focus on brightening things up. So you may have a floral arrangement in your house that you've had for 10 years and it looks dusty, tired, and dreary.
Out of there.
Get out. Time to go.
You can only like spray dust those things so many times, and then they're like,
Exactly. You know, you have to think of it like this. It's like clothing. It has its life. It served you, and it's time to let it go.
Right.
Really hold on to your clothing that long, so you don't want to hold on to your decor 5 times longer. You want to keep those special pieces and just use them in a different way. So the key is to really purge, be hard on yourself, and let it go. So that's going to be step number 1 for your spring cleaning. And it kind of gives you a fresh base to start with. Another tip I have when you're doing spring cleaning is, like, if you have bookcases that look cluttered and they don't look pretty, take everything off and redo them and do them in a fresh way. And it might be like recovering your books and book jackets, like old school did with our school books, and like a white craft paper. You know, something very expensive. You can use a Sharpie and just write the title of the book on the outside, and that will give you a lighter, brighter feeling. And you can do something that's monochromatic in whites and creams and your colors, or you can add pops of colors to give it life mixed in with the white. So that's a great way, that's very inexpensive, to just use what you have. Just takes a little bit of time.
Right.
So that's one idea, like a freshening tip. Another is like your coffee table, you know, clear it off and, you know, maybe throw on some new accessories. You can see behind me, like I put the tulips there, and then I have like the white star. And so I freshen it up that way. Another thing that you can do is changing out your linens. You know, you can go on Etsy and very inexpensively get new pillow covers for the current pillows you already have. So let's say you have some 20 by 20s, but they're in a burgundy or they're in a dark color and you want to freshen it up. Just go buy some new covers on Etsy and use them for the spring and the summer. And then when it's the winter time, you can put your other ones back on that are, you know, feel warmer and more festive for the holidays.
That's a really great idea, because I was just at Target today and I feel like I've seen the same 5 different styles at Target for years, and I want something. I need something.
Well, Etsy, you have about, I don't know, maybe 40,000 different pillow options you can choose from. So you have lots of choices there, and they come with the covers. So the nice thing about replacing your covers is that you're reusing your fills, so you're recycling on that front, and then you
Yay!
don't have a storage issue because you can take it off at the end of the season and fold it up and put it in the linen closet, and then you're all set again for next spring and summer. And it's a very inexpensive way to lighten your look.
Sally,
Out your throws, you can do a lighter weight throw on your sofa, or a lighter color, doing like a cream or a white or a soft blush pink, or something along that line. Don't be afraid to add a little color and to be a little brave, and it may be mixing in whites with fuchsia, or with a beautiful blue, just to give it that spring summer sort of vibe.
My favorite spring combination is spring green and purple. And here in Virginia, we have these beautiful spring colors happening right now. And then there's these purple trees, and they're always right next to each other. And it just makes my heart feel so happy. And whenever spring comes around, especially this year for some reason, it was such a short winter, but this year I feel like, I survived.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for it to be over.
The red buds are beautiful, so you can get something that's like a purpley pink, mix it with, a lighter green would be very pretty. You want to watch it, you're not doing two darks together, like a darker green and a darker purple. One has got to be the other. So if you wanted to do like an emerald green and like a light lavender with a white, would be absolutely gorgeous for the spring. And then you want to create that flow going throughout the house. So you don't just want to have it in one room, like just on the sofa, tie it in together. Another thing you can do is just like your bedding. Like I always have, like for the spring and summer, I have a white duvet cover on my bed. Doesn't have to break the bank. In fact, you can go little tip here. You can go onto Amazon, put in queen white duvet or whatever size you need. It will instantly pop up a microfiber one that's an 1800 thread count, wrinkle resistant, and it's $25. Very expensive.
Sold. Hold on, let me write this down. I hope you guys are taking notes because, yeah. So, okay. Now, I really want to know, since I'm not in the interior design world anymore, what are the hot colors for spring and summer?
Oh, well, emerald is such a hot color right now. In fact,
really?
I'm just finishing up working on a client's house that we have emerald, black, white, and gray, and it is beautiful. It's really pretty. Blush is still such a hot trending color. It was around last year. You're going to see more of it this year as it saturates the market more. So people are being a lot more brave about using pinks into their space, and not in a necessarily over feminine way. Of course, my house is a little bit more feminine because it's my house. But you can do it in a way and mix it in with other colors. Like you can mix it in with grays, you can mix it in with blacks and whites. Like you can kind of add that masculine element to it also to make it pop. So you're really seeing those. Purple is also a huge color. So you just talked about your green and your purple. Well, you're right on target there. Lavenders, purples, eggplants, all of that are really trending for the spring and the summer.
Really, such dark colors like emerald and eggplant just makes me think.
Tones. You're gonna see a lot of jewel tones coming in, but they're gonna be mixed in a softer way with your whites, your creams, things like that. And then come this fall, you're going to see a lot more of those jewel tones.
Awesome. I am so excited. I'm getting all these ideas, and okay, so I still want you to come over, but I have some ideas now, because before, I was stuck in this gray, white, and black thing, and now my house is like gray, white, and black, and I'm like, blah, gag me.
That color. I mean, that's the key. Like you can't have, you can do things monochromatic, but to really make something pop, it's just adding a little bit of color into the space. You don't have to oversaturate it.
Well, yeah, and gray, white, and black was like so 6 years ago. So, okay, take us on the tour. All right, everybody, you are in for a treat. I love going to Sally's house, and then whenever we do these videos, there's always something new and fresh and bright, and that's why I love having her on the show, because we learn so much, and we always get a sneak peek. All right, ready?
Yes, I am. And so here's my disclaimer. Take Dramamine because I'm not very good at this. So I'm gonna try and do this without shaking the camera too much and making anybody too dizzy. So bear with me on this one.
All right. We are bearing. We're ready.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you know what, Sally? Why don't I switch to a bigger screen so people can see you?
Sure.
All right, everybody. Sally. Okay,
I'm
froze.
You just tell me when. I'm
okay.
ready.
All right, go. It says the internet connection is unstable. That is all right, guys. We are ready.
Okay. So here you can see in my living room, you can kind of see the decor in there and how I lighten things up using my own advice. Where I lightened it with accessories, I've lightened it with pillows, even my throw blanket is lighter. And then
I love it.
The bookshelf, you can see a lot of the decor on there is also white. Okay, I'm moving, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to do the best I can. So you can see how I did the white and the white baskets and everything. Okay.
So let's talk about budget. Are you switching all this stuff out every season, or is this stuff that you're putting away and you're bringing back out? Are you buying new stuff? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
You can see like with my desk, it's a little messy, but like I have a lot of the white on the bookcases, but this is a functional bookcase. This is my office, and then I have my pink chair. So recently, what I did was I had the walls painted white. They were an off-white. And so it's a little bit brighter because I actually had them painted bright white, straight off the shelf, no color. I did something, I took the gray chairs out of here and I recovered an old chair that I had in green, and it was a brown frame, and I painted it black. And I'm gonna.
Oh, I've known that chair for many years.
Yes, exactly. I have a picture of Jaden on it.
Yes.
And you can see the mirror was gold, and I just painted that, and I put up white drapes.
It does look different. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm going to see if I can go up the stairs and you can kind of grab the whole room visually. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, and so I do see that pop of pink. I also see that you've layered your area rugs. Very cool.
So I got a woven jute. That's like it's an off-white. Got it off of Amazon, and I have my hide. And I put that on there, and I also took the coffee table out and put an acrylic table in there to make it feel bigger and more airy.
And you know what, though, guys? I do have to tell you this. Let me switch views really fast. I do have to tell you guys this. Her children are a lot older than some of our viewers who have little babies. So don't feel bad if your house doesn't always look like this. Right, Sally?
Right. Well, and I will say this, like they have their areas, but like for the white chair, I have two boys. I made sure to order Sunbrella white, so it's a stain resistant fabric. So I do keep in mind that I do have boys that don't always follow the rules and can be messy. And so this is more of like the adult area, although my kids do hang out in here. We use every inch of our house. So.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, what's next?
Okay, on the tour, I'm going to take you into the kitchen, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to see if I can turn this around. So I have those frames before the Christmas time were gold. You know, they're old antique frames and they were gold. And so I painted those in a very light, warm gray to coordinate with the table, if you can see the table. And that really lightened up the space over there.
That is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
So, and then I got these pink peonies at Michael's, and I just shove them in my bowl that I love. And so there I have, that was like kind of step number 3 is bringing life in, like with your flowers and your plants and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So there's that. And that made a pretty vignette. And, you don't have to have old antique frames in order to do that. You can just, take old frames that you have, little photo frames around the house or artwork that you don't like anymore, rip it out, take the glass out, take it all out and paint them all the same and make your own collage. And you can hang pictures inside of it. And actually inside of mine, I typically have pictures of my kids, but they're currently getting white mats put on them right now. So that's why they're not in there.
Okay, so you have one more space to show us, which is at the outdoor space, right?
Oh yeah, and you can see like in my kids how I always bring in, like I just got tulips at Harris Teeter, and I have this awesome plant that I always cut the leaves off of and keep them in there, and they last a really long time, so keep that in mind too. All right, I'm gonna do the tour of outside. So I'm in a townhouse for those of you who don't know. And hold on, watch the light. It's going to be bright. Okay, let's see. Can you see?
Wow. I love it. That's amazing.
So I have this sectional up here that I got for my birthday recently. And I've got my Color Pops. Target has a ton of black and white, which is convenient for me since I love it, with the fire pit. And then I have the table and chairs there for, it's nice for outdoor eating.
Wow.
And then if you want, I'm going to take you up one more place.
Oh, bonus.
Like even in my, oh, the light was good back there. Next time we film there. Even in the bathroom, like I'll put something in there just to make it look nice. I'm going to do like walk backwards so you can't see the Star Wars room.
Hey, no, you got to be real, Sally. I bet you even the Star Wars room is decorated in some way. Wow.
So here's, let me see if I get far enough back. My bedroom with the white bedding. That's from Amazon. And I have like my white decor up there. And I have it's hard to tell, but those are white lamps with black shades.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And there's your purple, Michelle.
I love it. It's sideways, but I love it.
Oh.
Guys, I have to tell you,
a designer, not a filmer.
Sally used to be so traditional. So it's really neat to watch how she's just taken her old stuff, repurposed it, and made it work in this new space. It's totally feminine and glamorous, and it's gorgeous. You've done a really great job.
Thank you. I love it. And it's like, your taste and your style changes as you change.
Yeah.
And I had big life changes. I made big home changes because this is much more me. And I love it. And I have to be current and relevant. It's just part of my job, and I'm overexposed to things out there. And so trust me, I resist a lot. I want a bigger house to decorate more. So I don't know if I can afford me though. So anyways.
All right. That's beautiful. So Sally, how can we find you? How can they find you? What is your website, your Facebook? What do you have going on?
Okay, easy. You can go to, I'm sorry, I'm like going to make you all dizzy. I'm trying to get to a spot where I'm walking down the stairs and not to fall as I tell you.
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny.
No, it would. It really would.
It's got like this mental image.
No, you can find me at my website at www.greyhuntinteriors.com. I am also on Instagram with Grey Hunt Interiors, Facebook Grey Hunt Interiors. I'm easy to find. You can Google me. All my information, my contact information is on the website. You can go on there and just go to contact us, and it will come directly to me. So you can book your appointment. I do design plans, and sometimes You know, clients just need a little direction, and I'm happy to help with just giving a little bit of direction. And then other clients want the whole design plan, and I'm happy to do that too. So whatever you need, I'm happy to help.
Well, you sound very happy. That's awesome.
Very happy.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Michelle Matthey. And my new website is a work in progress, but I'll go ahead and throw it out there. It's michellematthey.com. All right, everybody. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.